Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? My name is Jake Scheidel. This is a podcast about reality television and friendship in which I ask my best friend, Thomas Powell, if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Feeling real thankful right now.
What are you thankful for this year, the year of our Lord 2017?
Nothing. Fuck this year.
Yeah, it's been real bad. Remember in 2016 when everyone was like,
never gonna have a year worse than this.
And then, we did.
Last year, the worst thing that happened was, like, Trump won, but was not actually president, and then, a bunch of celebrities died, and this year, Trump has been president, and it turns out all the celebrities are sex pests.
Yeah. So pretty bad all around. Luckily, this year's almost over. 2018 can't be worse than this. I've learned nothing from the last year.
Yeah. Clearly, this is as bad as it will get.
I mean, honestly, it seemed real bad last year at this time. And everybody's like, oh man, are you going to call out your relatives at Thanksgiving for voting for a white supremacist rapist? And then nobody did that. And then now that same person is still in office, and turns out everybody's a white supremacist and or a rapist. So we're starting off this episode on a really fun note.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, like, the episode of Survivor, like, this season isn't even good. 2017 is this year. Okay, that was for me. I just had to remind myself. Both seasons of Survivor this year have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
2016, both seasons were good. Was it?
Yeah, we haven't gotten a good season of anything to cover this year. What's the best season that we've covered? Like
Champs versus Pros.
Yeah, or like that was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was right before Triple X started.
And like, are you the one was bad, but like entertainingly
but, like, fun
so
bad? Yeah. And then we had.
But we don't even have Ryan Devlin anymore.
Okay, but Terrence J is pretty solid, honestly. It took me a while to get into him, but he's been doing a good job. I liked when he yelled at them for putting cucumber in their gumbo. That was fun. And then he also yelled at them for, like, people still hooking up with their no matches, which is, like, priority number one if you're the host of that show. Yell at the
They always do it. They always do it. It's insane.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, well, there's a whole segment where we talk about Are You the One? But we'll discuss it then. So first things first, Thomas, did you watch Survivor Triple H last night?
It's all about the game and how you play it.
Yep, I continue to know that it is all about the game and how you play it.
And last night, Triple H Survivor. Tonight, Triple H Survivor Series. It's just all Triple H all the time.
It's a Triple H weekend.
Love it. This week's episode is called Playing with the Devil, which, I mean, is a fine episode title. Nothing spectacular, though. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's like, it's almost a Van Halen song.
Yeah.
It's really the only thing that I think it.
Apparently, they retitled this episode before it aired. Apparently, the original title was Knights at the Round Table, which is also, like, I think better, but still just kind of decent.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Not incredible.
Why did they change it?
I don't know. Because, like, I would think, because Playing with the Devil is, like, a more appropriate title, or maybe because that would be, like, too many Ben quotes in the season or something to be titles, and they need to give another one to fucking Joni. I don't know why. I wish they hadn't, though, because I think that one's more fun. But I don't know. How much fucking longer in this season? Let's hope Champs vs. Stars is fun.
Yeah, we gotta have something.
It's dragging. Well, we've got Ghost Island come February or March. We're probably gonna watch season 1 of this shit when this terrible season is over. Okay, let's just get into this episode before we discuss what's coming after it. We start off at camp. Everybody is talking about how well orchestrated the Jess vote was. And Ben says he wants to keep the Roman Reigns Survivor Series. What's up? He wants to keep the reins on Heroes Hustlers Alliance, but is worried about the individual part of the alliance, which I think is a fair worry. Although I wasn't entirely sure what he meant by that wording, but I guess I get it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's like, yeah, as long as he can keep them together as a group, he's not worried about what he can do with them. It's just managing everybody inside of it at the same time.
It's the what do they call it? Voting blocks or whatever. A couple.
Oh
seasons
yeah,
ago?
yeah.
That-
Where every single fucking tribal was them talking about how the game has changed and it's all voting blocks now.
Yeah. No, you're just spinning your betrayal of your alliance.
I don't know why
really
I'm
well.
making fun of it. That season was way better than this season. That was a really good season.
Yeah.
What if this season was Second Chances? That would be way better.
What if they just re-aired Second Chances?
I would watch
Nothing
it.
changed?
I would, if I had the choice between watching this and watching Second Chances again, I would watch Second Chances again.
I mean, they're obviously going to do Second Chances again soon. Maybe after Ghost Island.
They should call it Second Chances.
And it's the exact same cast, except for Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy doesn't get a second chance. Sometimes goodbye is a second chance.
So Lauren finds the advantage that is in the nails from last episode. I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm sorry you were on such a terrible season. Maybe Lauren can replace Jeremy in second chances.
Yeah.
Because I do not expect her to win.
No, she probably won't.
She's too likable.
It would be great if she did, but she probably won't.
Yeah. So she can skip this vote, save the parchment that she would have voted with for a future tribal council. I like this. I like
It's a
this
good one.
advantage a lot. I feel like the extra vote has, like, they've been trying to make it work for several seasons now. This is a good way to make it work.
Yep.
Like, you got to give something up to get something in the future. Yeah. So then we get.
But she is doomed forever because she has an extra vote.
Well, yeah, but they changed it a bit, so maybe that
Yeah.
curse. And
She
Sarah,
just has to-
Sarah
she-
used it correctly last season, so
She just has to never use the extra vote.
yeah. Ooh, here's an idea. She uses it in Final Tribal Council when she's in the final three, and is like, I'm gonna vote for myself. Jeff, before they go vote, can I vote? I have this extra. There's a good idea, Jeff. Fucking hire me to produce this show. I'm so much better at it.
If
than
you keep it till the end, you can use it as a jury vote for you.
There's 7 people on the jury. Make it 8. Give Lauren 5.
That would actually be a pretty cool thing to do. It's like, if you could hold on to this, like, you're gambling on you getting to the end, but if you get it, you get an extra vote for yourself.
Wait. So the advantage is an automatic vote in the jury.
No,
or at Final Tribal Council.
the advantage is basically what it is now. You can use it as an extra vote, but if you hold on to it and don't use it until you make it to the final 3, so you're gambling on yourself making it to the final 3, then you get to use it as a jury vote to vote for yourself.
Yeah, that would be great. So in your scenario, would you still be able to use it as like a voting off somebody vote, like a
Yeah.
standard vote? Okay.
You can either burn it for that, or you can gamble on making it to the end.
Yeah, I think that would be good. And nothing in the rulebook says Airbud can't vote you out.
Yeah, it's true. It's nothing. There's nothing in the rulebook that says a dog can't play Survivor.
It's true. So let's get into this reward challenge. The reward is spaghetti, bread, salad, and red wine.
This is kind of an underwhelming reward, to be honest.
It is. Yeah. It's like a decent idea. Are you saying the reward itself or the advantage at the reward is underwhelming? Or
No,
the whole season entirely?
I mean, I think that's sort of a subtext of everything that we say about this season. But the reward itself, like spaghetti, like they dropped like $10 on spaghetti for these guys,
Right.
and like a salad.
Local Jewel Osco.
Like, it's not a bad thing for them to eat because it's like, just carbohydrates or whatever. But like,
A little protein if they got some meat sauce in there.
yeah, it's not really gonna like. They're not gonna get the Joe meat shits from.
I know that you don't think spaghetti is a great reward, but when Jeff says spaghetti, Chrissy did go, spaghetti! And then when he said bread, Desi goes, bread.
Bread.
Which,
Imagine being excited about the most basic food imaginable.
I love bread. Speaking of stores, I went to CVS while very drunk last night and bought a loaf of bread, and a few other things, unimportant details, but I was pretty happy about it.
The
And I
thing
made some
is,
sandwiches with that bread today.
the thing with the
and it
bread
was
is
a good
that he
decision.
doesn't even specify like what kind of bread it is. Like if he
Some
had said
stale
like,
bread.
like if he had said like garlic bread, I would have been like, oh shit. That's
Garlic
good,
bread.
but it just could be anything. Like it could just be like fucking Wonder Bread that's with it.
Yeah. Your reward is some spaghetti, and you listen to the Danny Brown song Wonder Bread on
Yep.
repeat. That would be a good reward. I would be into that.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
The reward is a spaghetti dinner and also a Danny Brown show.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And he will only play
He'll
the
only
one
play
song.
Wonder Bread though.
He will play his biggest hit.
He won't play. He won't
On
play.
repeat.
He won't play Grown Up, no matter how many
No.
times you ask him.
Oh, that would be a fun reward too. Like that you just they give you a plate of spaghetti and an iPad that just has the video for Grown Up on it. And you just get to watch that. You eat as much spaghetti as you can in the 3.5 minutes of this video. That would be not only a good reward, also a good challenge.
So yeah, I thought like with the So obviously, you know, the whatever team wins the reward, who cares?
Yeah. So they break up into 5 teams by randomly drawing rocks. The 11th person sits out and is automatically sent on the reward. And of course, Joni is the one who gets to sit out. They climb a towers, shoot some slingshots, hit targets. It's a standard challenge. But what is not standard is how they are given the reward. The spaghetti is served family style, meaning that they're given one single amount of spaghetti, and then they each have to eat individually, however much they feel appropriate. So JP, Devin, Chrissy, Cole, and young Sheldon win. All your favorite people.
This was extremely dumb. Also, I would so hate to be in a position where Cole is deciding how much Cole should eat. Like Cole gets to go last.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I would have loved if Cole went first though and ate the entire plate of spaghetti.
He would do it. Is the
thinking
thing.
that it was his own.
He would
Like,
do
The
it.
rest will get this much also, right? Cole is so stupid. We made fun of Tails so much or 2 seasons ago, whenever that was. He is miles ahead of Cole in
So you're saying that
levels
he's
of intelligence.
miles tails per hour ahead?
I don't know what that means.
That is Tails from Sonic's. They actually gave him a real name, and his name is Miles Prower. Get it?
Yes. That's really stupid.
Which so they break that up with Miles Tails Prower because I think they're probably embarrassed of it.
Yeah. But, I mean, it makes sense because you gotta go fast.
That's true.
Everybody knows that.
You must go fast.
You are required to go fast. This is Sonic's America.
Going fast is mandatory.
So
Problem with that though is when everyone's fast, no one is.
Fuck, did you see the Incredibles 2 teaser?
Yeah, I'm excited.
God, it's so good. I'm so excited. 208 days. Can't wait. Okay, so at the reward, Joni pulled the odd rock, so he gets to pick the order of who gets to eat. He decides to let Devin go first because it's Devin's birthday, and Joni will go last because he doesn't want to put more of a target on his back. I mean, good for you, Joe. Here's the thing, though. That's stupid. You've already got a target on your back. You know that somebody else is going to find the advantage at this thing before you. So, what are you doing? It's incredible how many mistakes he makes and continues to succeed.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
He has
I
yet
don't want
to
him
be
to ever come back.
He has yet to be punished for any of the many mistakes that he has made.
He's failing upwards.
Yeah, he really is.
He, on the plate, underneath the spaghetti, there are some words telling them exactly where the hidden immunity idol is back at camp. Devin and JP go first, but they do not notice the clue, in air quotes, clue. Cole is the first person to see it, of course. The idol is under the flag at camp. So, Cole's plan to hide this clue from everyone else is to put the napkin between the spaghetti and the plate But he says he wants to make it look as natural as possible. So he takes like half of the napkin, puts it over the plate. You know how plates are. And then leaves the other half of the napkin where it normally would be sitting. So it just looks like a mess. It's just a mess.
I mean, the thing is, people could realistically just assume that Cole was eating like a feral animal like he usually does and just like knocked shit everywhere.
Yeah. He should have like spilled his wine glass also. So
Oh,
it just looks like-
fuck!
Yeah. So Chrissy takes her turn and is like, "Oh, I didn't know I wasn't gonna get a plate." She looks around and peeks under the napkin and sees the clue. Then young Sheldon takes his turn and sees the clue also. And
Oh, I also
hides
like
the
when she saw the clue, she goes, "Get the fuck out!" And then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
Oh yeah,
to the camera.
that was funny. I forgot about that. So young Sheldon takes his turn, sees the clue, and then hides the plate. Good move. I mean, I would say I don't know why Cole didn't think to do that, but
I do know why he didn't think to do that.
here's my thinking. I think the plate itself was sort of transparent. So my plan would be to, assuming there's like a little lip underneath the plate, put like a bunch of dirt underneath the plate, make it look more natural, so that if anybody like is looking around the plate, they don't even see the words.
Yeah, natural, the dirt on the table. Like they'd put a
you put
nice
the dirt,
foundation of dirt under all the food we're gonna eat.
You put the dirt underneath the plate, so you don't even notice that the words are there. And then you look at the plate and you're like, oh, nothing there. It's just dirt.
It's an idea. I don't know if
better
it's a
than
good
Cole's
one, but it
idea.
is a better idea than Cole's idea. I can tell you that much.
You know when you just like, you sit down for a spaghetti dinner and you put it all on a big old napkin?
Yep.
It's great. Or he could have put the napkin underneath the plate. Oh, no, he couldn't have. That wouldn't have made any sense. The words were on the plate itself. Anyway, Cole is a bad player. This season is bad. I can't wait for it to be over. So, what's his name? Ryan hides the plate, and then they sits back at the beach, and young Sheldon and his mom whisper to each other that they found the clue. And then young Sheldon asks if Cole found the clue, and Chrissy says, I don't think so. He's not that smart. Chrissy, then who do you think put the fucking napkin on the plate like that?
Yeah, really.
It's
not. I mean, like if there wasn't something that obvious, that's not an unreasonable assumption because he isn't very smart. But like, how could you not tell?
How would you have hid the clue? Because this is a very bad way to hide a clue. I think to just tell them exactly where it is on something that basically everybody can see. Where would you have hid this bad clue otherwise? If it's like in the reward on the table somewhere.
I don't know, man.
I feel like if you were to put it on like one of like the back of one of the tongs of the, well, they didn't have tongs, did they? It was just like a fork and knife. I don't know. I just feel like they didn't, like it's never been so obvious.
I think the idea
hint
was
is.
that with the family style thing, was that it's like a penalty for going first and having the best chance at the spaghetti.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. No, they should. No, they should have. They should have had them all eat together, but still done the family style, whatever, and had the clue at the bottom of the big bowl.
That would be
as-
much more tense.
Yeah, and so it's like, oh, who saw it? Who saw it? And they would have to, like, oh, hey, can you pass that over? And you've got to read it real quick before anybody notices that you've seen it. I don't know. Maybe they got a new producer or something and were just like, hey, you can do whatever you want this season. Because this was just misstep after misstep. Okay, so back at camp, Desi asks to them as they return from the reward, was there a lot of bread at least?
Got bread on the mind. Got bread on the brain.
I love that Desi has had, like nothing all season. And then the first time that she gets anything other than like winning that or that immunity last episode was just she loves bread.
She really likes bread.
And I can't blame her. You ever go to an Italian restaurant, an Olive Garden, and they give you some bread before your meal comes?
That's what
that shit.
Billy Joel's song "Scenes from an Italian Restaurant" is about. Just people eating bread.
Just munching on that bread, yeah. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I love bread, too. Cole is like Joe, if Joe were somehow even worse at this game. They get back from the reward, and before going to find the idol where he knows exactly where it is, he decides to go pee, and then young Sheldon sprints off and finds the idol and gets it. And then he has Chrissy cover up the hole he dug, and Cole sees that after his urination break, and runs over there and tries to get the idol before her. But the idol's not there. Like, you walked right past the thing.
What a fucking idiot.
You know that at least two of the other people know that it's there. Why not, as soon as you walk past it, go, oh, I'm going to go get this now?
And the thing is, I don't think he knows. I think he legitimately thought, because he's an idiot, that
he wasn't allowed to?
No, that what he did to cover it up was sufficient, and that no one suspected anything.
Well, I assumed that he figured it out, because at one point when Chrissy and Ryan were whispering, he was like, hey, what are you guys whispering about? And they were like, nothing.
And he was like, oh yeah, probably was nothing.
He's so fucking stupid. I hate him. So Cole and Chrissy are wrestling in the sand, and young Sheldon is standing over them, staring at them with these like really creepy sunken in eyes.
Oh, he had some really creepy moments.
He looked like, in a movie like about a serial killer, their like origin story in the first half hour of the movie, and it's just like a slow zoom in on somebody like staring at something very intently, and it's like, oh, this is when he became the serial killer. That's what it looked like for Ryan.
Ryan is the Denny of this season, and this was his I just like to watch you guys moment. The only thing that was missing was him taking a bite out of an apple to end the scene.
Well, he hadn't been to Applebee's recently, so he didn't have any apples.
The Apple Authority was not there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for The Disaster Artist.
I am too. We're definitely gonna watch. I think we're gonna at Mikasa. I think we're gonna have probably like a party and watch The Room before then.
I want to come to that. When is that happening? I'll come up.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to have to look. Celebration will probably do a screening of The Room before that, too.
I'm sure. I feel like any theater who is smart is going to play like a double feature, like The Room followed by Disaster Artist. Because
yeah.
Why wouldn't you? That would be such a fun thing for me, and I'm the only one who's important. Anyway. Oh, also, speaking of me coming up to Michigan to watch movies, we need to discuss how we're going to do next week. But we can do that after we're done recording.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to mention it because I will probably forget. Okay, so Murder Young Sheldon is like, oh, I love murder. Ben thinks that he sees Cole get the idol, but Cole denies it. And then Cole says, if I could win immunity, that would be a game changer for me. It's the wrong season to be saying that.
Yeah, it's not this season.
Yeah, you're right. The game has changed for the worse with your season, Cole. That's definitely a fact. I hate him. I hate this cast. I hate this season. Why would you do this, Jeffrey?
Can't believe he would do us like this.
Well, good news, we're more than halfway through. There's only like 5 episodes left or something. And then we can get on to something else that is, and not this terrible season. And then in a few months, Ghost Island will start, and that's going to be a fucking jam. The oldest person on Ghost Island is 41.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited for that. Although I think the oldest person on this season is like 43. No,
Yeah.
that's not true. Mike is 43. I think he's just the oldest male. I think Chrissy is older than him. It's not important. None of this is important. No, none of this show is important, to be honest. Anyway, you want to talk about this immunity challenge?
Sure.
Okay. So they have to balance on a beam while simultaneously balancing a statue with a long pole. Okay, cool. While they're standing there, you can literally see young Sheldon's heart beating through his chest.
That was, they kept doing close-ups of him fucking licking his lips in, like, a really creepy way.
Oh, yeah, because he's definitely a pre-serial killer.
It was upsetting. I hated it.
Don't ever... Okay. Let's think about this, because they love bringing people back. You know they're going to bring back Ryan and Chrissy and Ben and Joni probably.
Oh, God damn it, they are going to bring Joe back, aren't they? Ugh.
Yeah. They're gonna bring Joe back for Survivor Doppelgangers. It's like a blood versus water season where you just play with whoever you look and act most like. So Joe and Tony are gonna be back together. It's gonna be a fucking disaster. I don't know why they love him so much. Jeff loves Joe. He's so great. He's such a great character. CBS didn't want us to cast him, but he's really bringing it. No, he's not. He's super bad at this game.
Everyone hates him.
Literally 100% of the audience hates this dude. Anyway, so the challenge comes down to Cole, JP, and Desi. And then Desi drops. So pick your favorite dumb guy to win this dumb shit. Who do you like more, JP or Cole?
I like JP more.
That's fair. Well, he lost. Cole won.
Yeah, and between the two of them, I was rooting for Cole because I picked Cole, but...
Yeah, you did. Good for you. We'll get to points later.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into points.
I think we could probably just skip it this week.
Oh,
right?
yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, back at camp, the Hustlers and Heroes plan to have all the girls vote for Desi and all the boys vote for Joni. Chrissy asks Ben, so you're confident? To which Ben says, well, it's Survivor and anything can happen. Ben...
Correct answer.
Confirmed listener to this show.
Ben knows.
He knows the rules. Ben later notices Joni talking to young Sheldon and Devin. Joni explains how Ben is running the game at this point and will probably win the jury vote because he's like a nice dude and a Marine and great stuff. Young Sheldon thinks that makes sense, but doesn't want to betray his mom. Ben goes and asks Joni what he's going to do at Tribal. Is he going to play another idol? And Joni says, maybe.
Oh, good one.
It's a good thing that Ben is likable, because if he weren't, this whole feud would be, well, like the rest of the season, terrible. Then Joni accuses Ben of swearing on the Marines.
I don't, what?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but Ben adamantly denies that, and then everybody can hear, across the whole camp, the two of them arguing. And then later, Lauren tells Ben about her advantage. So the plan is the plan to split the vote is not going to work. Well, guess what? So then Ben approaches Mike in hopes of swinging him to take out Joni. And Ben says that he is playing Russian roulette. You ever play that game?
No. I know what it is, though.
Yeah, same. It's Donald Trump's favorite game. Ah, burn. Because Russia.
He's like the Joker.
Why so serious?
Why so Kofifi?
Love it. I love pop culture and also politics.
That joke landed bigly.
Speaking of big things, you want to talk about some wildlife shots? Ooh, talk about a good segue. Literally none of the wildlife shots this week are large animals.
Nope.
Well, there was a shark. which I would say is like a medium-sized animal.
Look, they've had plenty of large animals. They had a whale. That's the
have
largest
a whale.
animal.
It's true. A whale is the largest animal.
But they had a chameleon, which is cool. Or was it an iguana? Wasn't it like
iguana?
Yeah.
There was also a hero. God damn it! A heron, a fish, a snake, spider, and then there's...
And they say that a heron can save us.
And then there was this orange caterpillar thing, which I had a really hard time Googling because apparently, did you know this about caterpillars?
Oh, that fucking thing, yeah.
They're not their own animal. They're actually the larva of other
Yeah,
animals.
it's true.
So it's like incredibly difficult to figure out what they are. But I did some searching, and I believe it is the larva of a death's head hawk moth,
Okay.
which is a very good name for an animal.
It is a cool name.
A secondary name for the death's head hawk moth is the bee robber,
Okay.
which is great. They can
The
mimic,
robber.
there we go. They can mimic the scent of honey and enter beehives unnoticed.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They have sharp, stout tongues, which they use to pierce the wax cells to get into the beehive. This moth sounds fucking wild. I love it.
Their tongues are so long, some call them big, or whatever.
I love it.
I don't think those would make good pets, maybe, though.
Well, actually, you know what? The one thing I came across a lot while looking up caterpillars, is that they are kept as pets. You never kept a pet as a... You never kept a pet. You never kept a caterpillar as a pet as a child? Like,
It's a
put it
pretty
in a jar?
It's a pretty fleeting pet. I mean, it's only going to be a caterpillar for like a couple months.
If that. But also, it might die. But you're not thinking about that as a kid. You're just like, look at this cool thing. It's going to be a butterfly or a moth. But I'm a child. I don't know what the difference is. Also, I think moths are gross.
I don't mind them.
I think people like defend moths because they're like the less pretty versions of butterflies.
Stop defending moths.
But I don't. Something creeps me out. Like, I understand why you would want to defend these animals, but like, I just think they're creepy. That's it. That's all I have to say about it. I think they're creepy and they eat through your clothes. All of them. Every moth eats through your clothes.
All right, Jake has made his opinion known on
Hot
moths.
takes. Hot takes from Hot Jakes. I'm never going to say that again.
This is a hot Jake.
All right, let's talk about this fucking miserable tribal council.
Oh, it was extremely bad.
Joni says that Ben is the one person running this game at this moment. Ben says that their alliance is more like Knights at the Round Table, potential episode title. Cole says that the healers are still a target. Ashley says it's hard... Ashley, remember Ashley from this show? She's on this season.
She is there.
She says it's hard to tell if Joe is really good at playing this game or really good at being annoying. It's not hard to tell at all.
It's exactly what it is.
Devin says he likes being like a bright person, but at this point feels like a zombie. And then they vote. Lauren places her advantage in the urn as it instructed her to do. And then Jeffrey reads the votes. We got Ben, Lauren. I vote for Desi. I vote for Joe. Desi, Joe, Desi, Joe, Desi, Joe. It's a tie between my favorite person and my least favorite person. Tied for my least favorite person. Well, no, probably least favorite. If you had to choose between Joe and young Sheldon on the rest of the season, who would you pick? One person gets to the last episode, the other person is executed on
So
screen.
wait, okay, so you're saying that I have a gun with one bullet in it in this
Exactly.
scenario. I shoot myself.
Yeah, okay, I knew that was coming. That's fair. Look, there's only a few episodes left. Let's just try to get through it. It's just been a bad year.
It's not good.
It's just been a bad year for everybody. So it's a tie.
Awfully ambitious of them to fly a Goodyear blimp around the island on a year that has been very bad.
Yeah. Well, look, Ghost Island, you better be fucking good. This is a threat. Ghost Island, the season of Survivor.
Yeah, better be good, or else.
Fucking good, or we're gonna murder the television show. We're gonna get TJ Levin to murder the show. Okay. So it's a tie vote between Joe and Desi. So they're going to vote out Joe, right? Because everybody hates Joe so much because he's awful. And now you've got the chance to do so, and he can't play an idol, so you know for a fact that you can get him out. So they go vote again. Lauren discards the parchment that she would have voted with. And then Jeff reads all the votes. First one for Joe. And all the rest of them are for Desi.
Yep.
I understand why they voted her out, because she definitely would have won if she made it to Final Tribal Council. But you could have made this show better. Remember when Johnny Bananas was kicked off of Champs versus Pros? And it was like such a fun show.
Yeah, and then the rest of the show was good.
Yeah, that's what they should have done this time. But instead, they voted out one of the only 3 decent people left on the show. The other people, I think, are Lauren and Devin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who else is there?
Ben.
Well, Ben, yeah, Ben is all right. And I have nothing against Ashley, but she's getting the Desi treatment, which is none.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at this point, there are, 10 people left? 9 people left? 10, I think. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Somewhere around there. There are now only 4 90s babies left, and they are Cole, Ashley, Devin, and everybody's favorite, Young
Sheldon.
Which I thought he was born this decade, but apparently he was born in the 90s, but whatever. Also, with Desi being voted out now, the only people of color who are left are Joe. That's it.
Joe and Joe.
Just great job, diversity-wise. They voted out 7 people so far, I think. 2 of them have been men, all the rest have been women, and 90% of the people of color. So, great job, CBS. Doing a real good job.
Nailed it.
Fucking love it. That's a lie. That was sarcasm. I actually hate it. Ponderosa. First episode of Ponderosa this season. Desi learns that one of the staff members at the hotel where they're staying is entering into her first pageant. So she has pageant experience and coaches her. And it's real nice that she could make a friend. And also, she had more lines in this whole thing than she did all season. I hate this show. Full stop. That's it.
Desi justifiably was very broken up over getting voted out because she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. People were saying on all the Survivor group, Desi had no strategy and was really a really bad social player. No, her social game was her entire thing based on what I could see. She was all about the pageant or the social game. And that's just
maybe she was too about the pageant. Maybe that's what the problem was.
Pageant, not enough about the social game. Yeah, but that's I feel like a strong social game is hard to edit because with Michelle who won, was it Ko Wrong?
Yeah,
it was everybody thought that was a really poor choice for a winner, but it was well, everybody loved her. That's why she won, because she was super nice and charming.
By everybody, do you mean me?
Yeah. Because Aubrey didn't win?
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Aubrey.
Gone but not forgotten.
All right, Thomas, you want to talk about these fucking points?
Yeah, let's do it.
You've got 27 points now. Speaking of Ko Wrong, I think that season ended with us 32 to 31 or something like that. You've already got 27 and we're barely halfway through the season.
Yep.
I guess we did add the what will be the reward thing, but anyway.
How many points do you have?
Do you want to hear what the points you got were first?
Yes, sure.
Okay, you got a point for Lauren making it through the episode. You got a point for JP winning the reward, and you got a point for Cole winning immunity. Great job. I want a point this week too. Young Sheldon won the reward also. So now I'm at 20 points. So that's that number.
It sure is.
Look, man, I gotta lull you into a false sense of security. Oh, I'm winning by so much. I didn't watch it. Watch your fucking
The
back.
best
I'm
possible
promising
strategy to win going forward is to have your person that you get a guaranteed point from every week go out as the first member of the jury. How does it feel?
Well, here's the thing. She's still going to be in every episode. She's in the jury,
No.
so I get the points for that.
No, we didn't do that for Zeke last season.
Well, yeah, but that's because you picked Zeke.
So now you're the one that has to deal with that.
Yeah, it's real bad. I honestly, did you end up winning last season, or did I?
I don't remember.
Me neither. This is a very intense game that I forget about literally the next week.
Yep.
Once it's over. Okay, so you've got Lauren for the rest of the season. I've got no one because this cast is terrible. Who do you think will win the next reward challenge?
I think that Ben is going to win the reward.
I think Chrissy will win the reward. What do you think that reward that Ben or Chrissy will win will be?
I am going to say fried chicken.
Ooh, good choice. I'm going to say maybe like some tools to build a shelter. Just kidding. I'm gonna say tropical alcoholic drinks.
Okay, so like some cocktails.
Some cocktails, yeah. Get it?
No.
Cocktails. Because the cockatoo is a tropical bird.
Okay.
So the cocktails, it's
Okay, yeah. Now I get it.
Who do you think is going to win the immunity challenge? Who of the 1,800 terrible people in the season will win the next thing to keep them from getting voted out? Ooh, what if nobody won immunity and then Jeff just decided to vote all of them out? He has the authority to do that.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm just going to pick JP.
I mean, fair choice. I'm going to pick... Who's left? I'm going to pick Ben.
Sure.
Okay. Who will be voted out, though?
I think this is the week Joe gets voted out.
I hope you're fucking right. And I did say in the beginning of the season, he won't make it past the third vote in the jury or the after the merge, and I think this will be the third vote after the merge. So if you're right and he gets voted out, I was also right like 8
I'm
episodes
just
ago.
very annoyed that he most likely, at the very least, he's
Most
going to be on
likely
the
to
jury.
succeed.
Well,
yeah,
no,
obviously going to be on the jury.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm mad that he made it to the point where he will influence this game in any way
Yeah. They should have
once we get to the
out.
finals.
Should have voted him instead of Jessica. That's her name. But you live and you let die. James Bond, 2003.
Yep.
1994? When was that one? 1982?
That one was in, the 70s.
whatever.
Paul McCartney did the theme for that.
Paul McCartney made a song with Kanye West 2 years ago. That
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
mean anything. You said Joe's getting booted this week. I think hot take from a hot Jake. I kind of
Oh, no.
I don't know why I think I just learned that my name rhymes with the word take, and I'm just running with it. Anyway, I think this week Lauren will be voted out.
Oh, I know exactly why you're doing that.
Why?
Because you want it to be true.
Well, I know what I want most is for Joe to be voted out. Look, I basically already lost this game. So
You're just this is you wagering to try and get back into it.
No, I think that she's going to reveal to too many people that she has this advantage. Word will spread, and they'll take her out because she is a threat. Challenge beast.
But they also all know that young Sheldon
And-
has an immunity idol. Wouldn't he be the greater threat?
Yeah, but he's close with Chrissy, and Devin, who that's 3 votes right there, and there's six people left. Who's left? Who fucking cares about this dumb fucking season? Speaking of dumb fucking seasons, you want to hear about Are You the One this season?
Yes, please.
Okay, so they are now 7 weeks in, and they have gotten their highest number of beams with 5.
Oh, no.
Also, one of the dudes revealed this week that he was in a cult as a kid.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then they just brushed past it. They didn't talk about that
Normal
at all.
thing. Don't need to linger on that at all.
He was like, "Yeah, I want kids. I don't want to give them like a good like upbringing because I didn't have that because I was in a cult as a kid." And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, for sure. That sounds great."
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
let's talk about who's fucking who. Speaking of fucking, you want to hear about the challenge reunion?
sure.
Tori and CT took 3rd place. That's all we've learned so far.
Oh, because it's a 2-part.
I guess they really wanted people to watch the reunion? I don't
get it.
Anyway, for the final part of this reunion of this terrible season of the challenge airs on Tuesday, so we'll finally find out if Cara Maria or Camilla won for the girls, and if Jordan or Donkey Kong won for the guys. And then immediately after the reunion, I believe, Champs vs. Stars starts.
Okay.
Get ready. I expect you to watch it and tell me all your thoughts on Riff Raff and Lil Romeo? Oof.
And The Miz hosting.
And The Miz. He's hosting the reunion, and he's real good. Okay. Now that we are not getting TJ on Survivor, the new mission is to get Michaela on the challenge. Hashtag Michaela B on the challenge. Michaela is spelled with an A-E, not an E-A. It's an important note. I had to look that up because I've seen it spelled both ways. Michaela B on the challenge. Hashtag tag her in all your tweets. Let's see it happen. Okay. You nodded at me, so I'm going to assume
Yes.
means you're in agreement.
I agree. I am also for this. Send a DM to and tell him
Nope.
that you want Michaela on the challenge.
He has no influence on either of those games. You can follow us on Twitter, DYWSLN, or me personally at Jake Scheidel.
You can follow me at TomNotTom.
You can like us on Facebook. You can email us at didyouwatchlastnight@gmail.com.
Remember to sign your pal Jeff Probst.
Yep. You can review us on iTunes. How many
5
stars?
stars.
There we
5
go.
stars only, please.
If you don't give us 5 stars, it won't accept the review on the website called iTunes.com. I think that's it for this week on Did You Watch Survivor Last Night?
Well, have a great summer.
Trips.
Evolution is a mystery, full of chains that no one sees. Clock makes a fool of history. Yesterday's too long ago. Don't agree with what I know. Tomorrow got no place to be.
It was weird that the sequel was that bad, and it was also weird that they made another one, and then the other one was actually pretty good. Like, that doesn't happen
Men in
very
Black
often.
3 was pretty good?
Yeah, Men in Black 3 is decent. Like, it's worth your time.
Okay. I have not watched it, but I'm definitely going to before the Men in Black 21 Jump Street crossover. That isn't
actually
anymore.
going to happen.
Yeah, that's upsetting. That would be good. I mean, it probably would be really bad, but
Yeah,
it would be fun.
It's one of those ideas that looks better on paper.
Yeah. It's like communism.
You shut your mouth.
I think if Will Smith and Channing Tatum were commie president and vice president, that is an America I could get behind.
Oh, man.
I don't know what president or vice president is called in communism because I'm a fucking American.
Yep.
Time to find out who I am. Looking back to see where I stand. Evolution. Evolution. Take it home.
I'm excited for when we hit December, because then Survivor Triple H is going to become Survivor. Ho ho ho.